Hello YouTubers, happy Wednesday. I want to talk to you today about being either too sensitive or not sensitive enough. I have a friend who is a highly sensitive person, and I have known other people too who were very sensitive people, and I used to be very sensitive myself. I guess the vagaries of life have hardened my shell, so to speak. Anyway, my problem is, even though I really understand people who are highly sensitive, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it, I just feel like it's difficult for me to communicate with people who are that sensitive, because, like I said, over the years I've developed a hard shell, and I've got some rough edges to me. I'm pretty much plain spoken, and I've learned from my relationship with Maggie over 17 years, almost 18 years, that sometimes I say things that are not meant to be mean or not meant to be hurtful, but that's how they come across. And then afterwards I have a hard time understanding why the other person's feelings were hurt when I didn't think I said anything that was hurtful, but apparently sometimes I do. And maybe it's thoughtlessness, or maybe it's just carelessness, or maybe I just really don't get it anymore, because I'm not as sensitive as I used to be. And I've made both my friend and Maggie cry on occasions because I've come across as insensitive or uncaring, or that sort of thing. And sometimes I really don't get why some of the things I say upset people. Sometimes, looking back on it, after they've brought it up to me and said that that hurt their feelings and maybe made them cry, then I think about what I said, and then I realize, oh yeah, that I can see where that didn't sound very sensitive of me, or very nice of me. And then I apologize profusely and try harder not to say or do that thing again. But sometimes, I do trip up. Sometimes, in occasions like this, it makes me think, well, maybe I am kind of more, I did this in another video. I talked about this, having a sort of a masculine mind, and maybe I do. Maybe I do have more of a male-oriented way of thinking about things. I don't know. My mother was clearly a woman, but she had a very, what I would consider, more masculine way of thinking about things. I mean, as far as, she was more of a thinking person and less of an emotional person. I'm not saying that emotional people can't be thinking people. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying that she didn't react emotionally, say, the way my dad did. My dad was a very emotional person, and he reacted emotionally. His first reactions were emotional, whereas my mother was like her reactions were more in her head, you know, more intellectual. I don't know, it's hard to explain beyond that, but I don't know, maybe I get this from her. It's funny because for years I felt like my mother was a kind of a cold fish kind of person, because she didn't emotionally react to things that I wanted her to react to. But now I've come to understand that that just wasn't the way she was, you know. Didn't mean that she wasn't caring or wasn't loving. She just was not an emotional person. There are people like that. And then there are people who are, you know, highly sensitive and emotional and very susceptible to certain phrasing of words and certain tones of voice and things like that, which I used to be, but like I said, I've gotten a whole lot less sensitive over the years. I think I've had to toughen up after both my parents died, you know, that I really had to, you know, toughen up and learn how to deal with things, you know, because, well, my dad was 71, but my mom was, you know, pretty young when she died, so, you know, it was actually when my mom died that I had to start toughening up, which was hard. But then by the time my dad died, then that hard shell was really finished, you know. So maybe I've become insensitive, and I don't mean to be. It's just that I don't know if I'm even capable of it anymore, of being, you know, as sensitive as I used to be. But I don't want to be insensitive or callous. I guess it's just a, you know, trial and error kind of thing. And I guess I just need to be more careful about the things that I say and do, or don't do in some cases, or don't say in some cases. So anyway, there it is. And, you know, I guess that's about all I can really say about it. I'm not insensitive, I'm not callous, I'm not cold-hearted. I just have a, you know, I just have a hard shell like a tortoise, you know, and I've had to develop that hard shell for a number of reasons. So if, you know, if I offend people, then it's certainly not meant to be offensive. But there it is, and this is still Sexy Butch, and I'm going to end this video here and say I hope you all had a good day today, and I hope you all have a good evening tonight, and I'm going shopping. So until next time, peace and love, and I'm signing out. Bye.